What's happening, everyone, and welcome to the club. Now, before we get stuck into this clip, I need to let you know that we are partnered with Super 6. Super 6 is a fantastic app. Make sure that you head over to the App Store and download it. It is truly, truly brilliant. It won't cost you a penny, and you could win £250,000. Me, Adam, Buvey, we've set up our own league, and if you finish top of our league in every round of fixtures, we will be giving a free classic football shirts voucher where you can spend up to £100 totally for free. You do not have to spend one penny to play this game. It is truly brilliant. We're loving it, and we are so grateful to Super 6 for partnering with us on the club. Hope you enjoy the clip. You're watching a clip from the Club podcast.
Make sure you follow it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give it a 5-star review.
So here you go. Here's a lovely clip from our podcast.
Arsenal are now 4 points behind, 3 games to play.
Ominous.
It's actually not. It's actually an extra point, isn't it? Because the goal difference.
Goal difference as well.
The goal difference is now very significant.
I look at Arsenal's. I'd be so disappointed if I was an Arsenal fan. I would be really disappointed.
I think you're right.
They showed up. We did it last week. They showed up at Newcastle. They showed up when there was no pressure, Royce. I'm sorry, they showed up at Newcastle. It's all well and good. They wouldn't have got that result in Newcastle last week if they'd beaten West Ham and Southampton.
I agree. I can't argue with you. I know that doesn't really make this a compelling viewing, but I think you're completely right. I think Adam McKola sort of brought that question to the table, didn't he? He said, if this game mattered at Newcastle, do they win the game? And I agree with you. I think the answer is no. Do they kick on next season for you? I worry for Arsenal. I know there'll be Arsenal fans saying I'm bitter and all that, but City can bounce back. You've got nothing to be bitter about.
You know, Chelsea can bounce back. They've shown that. Maybe the Todd Bowley situation is different, but even Liverpool, they've gone in and out of winning a league, bouncing out, and then being, Champions League finalists, for example. I worry for Arsenal.
What do you mean? When you say what, can you define what worry means?
They need 4 or 5 borderline world-class players to join the squad.
They don't need 4 or 5.
They need 4 or 5. Look, Kirill, for example, came in as a young, exciting centre-back. He wasn't deemed ready enough to influence the Premier League title race against West Ham, Southampton, Man City, etc. If they'd signed... give me a 30-year-old centre-back with Premier League quality experience.
Somebody that can do a job.
Ben Mee was given to me in the back room. I'm not sure about Ben Mee, but someone that could do a job right now. Lewis Dunk's a great example, right? And Adam Webster, someone like that. That could have changed Arsenal's season, but they had to gamble with Kirill because of finances or whatever. Arsenal next season need 3 or 4 players that are ready to go into a Champions League campaign.
What are you suggesting here? Are you suggesting that they don't launch a bid for the title again? Or are you suggesting bigger than that? Are you suggesting they don't make top 4? Are you suggesting what
I don't think they can win the league next season with Jesus up front, so they need a striker, in my opinion. Now, if that's Ivan Toney, there's a big debate about that. It seems unlikely in terms of Arsenal specifically to Ivan Toney. Is it Osimhen from Napoli? They can't afford that kind of money. That's a Man United signing or Real Madrid signing in terms of the stature of it. They need someone like that. They're competing with Haaland.
I agree with you, but not to the extreme that you're going. Like I don't think they'll win the league next year. I don't think they can win the league. I think you have the league locked up. But I certainly don't see any jeopardy around them not finishing in the top 4 next year.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is Arsenal Football Club. We've gone from them finishing in the top 4 every season, and there were banners in the stadium saying, Wenger out, we get it. And now they've dropped below that, and now they're going back up to being a top 4 club. Arsenal should, when I was a kid, Arsenal should be competing for honours every single season, major honours. To do that consistently, they need 3 or 4 world-class players. By world-class, what I mean by that, Ilkay Gundogan comes from Dortmund. We signed for 20 million quid.
Is that all you paid for him?
Yeah, it's a good deal. Those kind of players, that not 20-year-old kids, 27, 28.
I think Arsenal, let's assume that they signed Declan Rice, because I feel like that is looking like it's going to happen, looking very likely. So Declan Rice goes there. I don't think they'll win the league. I don't think there's really a conversation around the league, because I just think Manchester City are so clear. And if they do surprise us, it's going to be a surprise. Like this time last year, if you asked me who's going to win the league next year, I'd have said City. And Arsenal surprised us. Arsenal made it a title race. Somebody could do that, but I'm saying City. But I certainly think Arsenal will finish between 2nd and 4th. Can you see them finishing maybe between 2nd and... What are you saying? Between 2nd and 6th?
I think if they don't get it right next season, they could fall out of the top 4. Next season, in terms of the transfers that go into that squad.
Because you think
Liverpool
Liverpool bumped them out, and
Liverpool come back.
Manchester United will be stronger again.
I think Newcastle, this might sound ridiculous, I think Newcastle got a better chance being in the top 4 next season than Arsenal. I just the way they're structured, I think they can go out and spend 150 million next summer. And
I hope you're correct.
It. Yeah, of course.
I like the idea of you being correct. And annoyingly, I don't see it quite as clear cut as that. I think Arsenal won't win the league next year, but I certainly think they'll finish in the top 4. Where they finish in the top 4, I don't think it really matters. But I think that they'll finish maybe second, maybe third, maybe fourth. Like I don't think it matters. But I don't think they'll finish for top.
And do you think Newcastle will?
Yes, I.
And then Man City.
Yeah, okay.
So who's the 4th team?
Yeah, okay. Now it gets tricky.
Spurs, Liverpool, Man United,
not Tottenham, Chelsea are so unpredictable. Chelsea is so unpredictable. Chelsea could win the league or finish 10th.
Yeah, I don't exactly. But also, am I right in thinking next season it's 5?
It's 5th. It's 5 teams. Oh. That's going to sort them out. Brighton are the best run club in the world.
They're up there.
I think they're the best run club in the world, but only because they don't do it through only money. You're querying me because of Man City. You think Man City, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not even saying Man City. Man City
are brilliantly run, but they do it through money, whereas Bloom does it through intelligence.
I could give you a few clubs now that were in the league for a bit longer than Brighton currently have been, that get relegated and we never hear about.
No, but they don't do what they do. They don't produce the players that they produce. They don't get to cup finals like they have, or semi-finals. They don't potentially get into Europe. They don't. The clubs that you're talking about who fade into obscurity, they haven't had the level of success and produced. Bruv, how many players have they produced? Like just recently, just recently.
I'm just being
Cucurella, 60 million quid. Bissouma's gone. McAllister's just won the World Cup and going to go. Caicedo. I'd say that Estepinion's a class act.
He's going. He'll go. Adam Webster came from the Championship. Lewis Dunk's been there a long time.
He's been there ages, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been there a long time. The only thing for me, Mitoma's coming for nothing. What was it, 500 grand? The thing for Brighton is, can they do it for 10 years? I
mean, maybe.
How long was Stoke in the league? Stoke were there for 10 years. Wigan were 8 years.
But Stoke weren't doing this.
I know, but...
Oh, no. Oh, he's at the bars. Is that Trossard? Mustard little footballer.
Running through, yeah.
He is a mustard little footballer. Every time I see him doing something like that, I always think, I know a bloke who has blonde hair and a tattoo on his neck who can't do that.
I don't know who that is. Who's that? Oh, yeah.
Basically, every time I see Leandro Trossard do something good, it always makes me think about Mudryk. And equally, when I see Mudryk doing something, Mudryk like passing it back to the goalie, I think, I know a little Belgian geezer in North London that scores that.
Trossard was running through on goal from the right hand side, and he hits the crossbar.
They're in here, Brighton. So no, I don't think that he will say yes.
Oh, get in there! Woo, mate! It's the title over potentially. 50 minutes. And
Cisco, he's doing it again.
What a player this kid is. Unbelievable. Brighton have been electric all game. I know that it's not been masses of chances, and same with Arsenal. They've not been poor, but I feel Brighton have gone toe-to-toe with Arsenal this game. They've looked fantastic. And if you lose to Brighton at home, I can't wait for the narrative. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do it now, Royce.
Do you remember it happened before? It must have been 2 years ago. Brighton 2 years ago, not last year. Last year was Newcastle.
They did lose to Brighton last year to drop points, didn't they? Coming forward.
Last year, the like landmark games of last year is when they went to Tottenham and got beat. I think. Was it?
Yeah.
Someone got sent off. The fellow with the hair transplant, Rob Holding.
Yeah.
Right. And then they went to Newcastle and got done. They were the 2 games last year. I think the previous season they played Brighton at home, maybe drew. That discounted them from top 4. And I remember the Brighton players leaving the pitch laughing their heads off.
Right.
There's like an image of might be Basuma like laughing his head off.
Yeah. It's an ugly goal. Is that someone hits that into the ground? I can't see. A great header from Cisco. What's the keep? Is the keep in the right position for that? Maybe it's harsh. He's been electric since the kid joined.
Mate, their recruitment. How many times can we say it about their recruitment? I've just.
Where did they get him from? Sorry, lads. Where did they get Paraguay? What club?
Name another Paraguayan footballer.
Rocky Santa Cruz.
Name a.
Yes, come on. You go one.
No, that was my one.
What, Rocky Santa Cruz?
From Libertad.
from Libertad. That's what I was thinking.
I think you know, Adebayor went to Paraguay to play with Rocky Santa Cruz on a short-term contract.
Name a footballer from Peru. Come on, mate. I've got two.
Oh no. Oh, I know the kid he played for Schalke, the bold winger. What's his name?
That's not who I'm thinking of. I've got two that played in the Premier League. One for Newcastle, one for Chelsea.
Oh, I know him as well.
Who's the ball?
Nobby Solano.
Nobby Solano.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
who's the winger?
Claudio Pizarro.
There's a kid, Forfan.
Oh, yeah.
Schalke?
Yeah.
Oh, Brighton are in. It's
Brighton are in.
Yes! Gets in! Oh, my God.
So, this geezer.
The Premier League's over. The Premier League is over for Arsenal Football Club.
It's over. Mate, what just what a capitulation. What a capitulation.
Football. I love football. Mate, they are so weak at the back.
Mate, they're so weak. Your sentence needs to end there.
And all the other lads around him shouldn't be this weak at the back, at home.
Mate, they're so weak.
One injury, Saliba.
They are just so weak, aren't they? They are just so weak. Like, mentally weak. Right, the underbelly.
Playing it out into... I can't see quite that.
Is it Trossard?
It's Trossard trying to flick it around. Put a foot on it.
Good finish.
Too smart.
Good finish,
Too
son.
smart, Arsenal.
Trossard.
Look at that.
I tell you what, Mudryk wouldn't have done that.
What are you doing, man?
Good finish, mate.
Undav.
Mate, get something on it, Ramsdale, as well.
Yeah, hit the ground, mate. Well done. No, that's a great finish.
It's a great finish.
It's a massive result for Brighton. Fair play to Brighton. We'll talk about Arsenal. The Twitter fans on Arsenal will be going big and heavy and talking about this, that, the other.
Big,
Brighton
fat and heavy.
They've gone to... I don't know the reference, but Brighton have gone to the Emirates. No, what's that?
Don't you? Big, fat and heavy.
What is
that's what you would say. You said it.
No, but what is it?
It's a drum and bass song called I'll find it.
I don't know. But I see what you mean.
Big.
But Brighton have gone to Arsenal and beat them 2-0. Comfortable. Well played.
De Zerbi.
Brighton and Hove Albion. A knighthood for De Zerbi. A knighthood from Prince Charles himself is coming in the post, mate.
The De Zerbi.
It's coming in the post for you, mate. Well done. They've been fantastic. The Arsenal fans won't talk about it. They'll talk about all this, the transfer strategy. Oh, we can't compete with Man City. No, you bottled it.
It's nothing to do with Man City. They got themselves. Don't ever let that ride because they got themselves into a situation where they could have gone away to the Etihad and lost and still won the league.
You beat West Ham. You beat Liverpool in a winning position.
Not only did you beat West Ham, you beat them when you're 2-1 up with a penalty. Scored a penalty, Bukayo.
Beat Southampton. They just got relegated. We've just done a 10-minute section on it. They've been terrible.
Also, when you're 2-0 up at Anfield, see the 3 points.
Come on.
2-0 up at Anfield.
Didn't make the substitution early enough. Tierney was ready to go. More of a defensively minded left back. Wasn't brave enough. Wasn't quick enough. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Arsenal fans are desperate for a bit of chat. This, that, the other. Man City have spent 300 million quid in the last 2 summer transfer windows.
Booth. Tell them down the lens. Tell them down the lens, mate.
Honestly, you're embarrassing, lads. Okay, cut to Roars.
No, I was sitting back. I was ready for your I thought your
hair's gone mad, by the way.
What's it to you? You're a barber. You're a copper.
Well, we're both on the stream together. Your hair's gone mad.
Why are you so worried about my barnet?
What's copper's got to do with your hair?
You're a copper. You've got loads of questions, mate. You've got loads of questions. Mate, you need answers.
Your hair's gone all fluffy.
Mate, you don't need to worry about my hair. I'd worry about the hair on your own head, mate. Nothing wrong with my hair. It has gone mad, though. You're right. What's happened there? Good turn, sir.
For Brighton. This could be 3 now. It's 3-0 been in the Super 6 predictions. Oh, no. If this goes in, it's over, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
Brighton. Oh!
Key.
Ramsdale saves. Oh, it's a terrible save.
Yes!
Oh, it's 3-0. That is awful keeping
You
from
said
Ramsdale.
it would finish 2-0. Your football knowledge is terrible. I said there's more goals in this.
It's
I said
not
it was
300%
3-0.
wrong. It's not 300% wrong like yours.
No, it's 100% wrong.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's 200% less than yours.
Mate, so that's what we're celebrating on this show.
Being left wrong. Margin of error less.
Also, 100% wrong.
Yeah,
Still,
that's
what we claim as victory now. We're so shit.
Ramsdale.
Aaron
Ramsdale.
Unlucky blondie.
Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale. I love it.
Do you know that song? You know that tune? Do you know the original player that was used for? Liverpool.
No, is it?
It's like, because the song is Boney M, Daddy Cool.
Yeah.
They did it for Harry Q. So like Q. Harry Q.
Harry. Quite work for Ramsdale.
Harry Q.
He's on the pitch. He's doing a Jose Mourinho at Old Trafford.
Mate, 3-0 as well. That is so... Mate, it's going to be 4.
How do you lose a Premier League title race?
Yeah.
Do you lose like that? Really?
Not like that, no.
Really?
Not if you're proper, you don't think. Got a question, Arteta, mate. Got a question, Arteta?
Got a question, the old football club. All the fans are leaving!
Gales, baby!
All the fans are leaving in their droves.
Although I would have employed the 3-goal rule as well.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong.
I'd have gone.
It's your right.
I'd have been long gone. Although that is very empty. That is very empty.
Pathetic, man. If you're an Arsenal player and you're thinking we've come second this season, there are so many positives for Arsenal this season. I look up at the stand and they've all left. As soon as the chance has gone to win the league, they've left. It's pathetic, man. Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments down below. Am I wrong?
You're probably right, but I would have done it, so it's hard for me to... I would have left.
Yeah.
I would have left. I would definitely have left. In a temper. I'd have got to the pub as quickly as possible.
That many fans leaving. Oh, the league's gone. Let's leave.
But people are leaving not because they're not appreciative. They're leaving because they're furious and they want to go to the pub. It's a statement result because it tells you exactly who Brighton are, exactly where Brighton are going, but it also tells you Arsenal were never going to win it. They were never going to win it. I really thought they were, but they're weak. They're mentally weak. You have to keep them. They're soft.
They're soft.
They had to keep the pressure on. They had to keep the pressure on because you've got big games coming up and you never know, and they've thrown it.